insight,
insight,
insight, insight, insight.
Alan, for your brilliant insight, brilliant insight, brilliant insight.
All the more reason to find this witch. Perhaps she can offer some insight into our lost memories.
Let's have a different perspective.
You're sharing this unique insight that women don't like lying.
No, I'm sharing my unique insight that you don't respect women.
Yeah, we're all gonna move past this, and because of me, who's not a mama's boy, but is a caring person with wisdom and emotional insight. So make a note, bitches.
What insight into Russian actions, particularly in the last couple of weeks, does the proximity of the state give you?
Let me give you a little insight, pal, as to what I know and what you think you know.
So what about your insight retreats, Mom?
What about them?
Do you have one coming up?
Put them away.
Come on. We have a tiny window of opportunity to gain some insight into our colleagues.
Fist. You want your murderer? We have common goals. I could consult on your case and share my insight.
So, Mr. Malloy, are you saying you actually believe you can't die?
My victims gave me unique insight into death, into its secrets.
Normally, this is the part where the officiant offers words of insight about the couple, their history.
I should talk to my dad. You know what? He's pretty down after the divorce. I bet he has some insight.
The president's bulldog. I need you to use your special insight to convince him of the program's merits.
abrupt, abrupt, abrupt,
Abrupt. Abrupt. I'd find a bathroom.
That was abrupt. That was abrupt. That was abrupt. Yeah.
Portia, there's something I want to ask you. And I know this is all a bit abrupt.
Yes? I'm sorry. That was a little abrupt. Abrupt.
A little?
Yes, I did. But the ending.
I know, it is rather abrupt.
Rather abrupt. Are you kidding? It's evil!
I'm sorry for that, for how abrupt and cold I was.
Don't even worry about it.
Isn't that what really matters?
That was abrupt.
We move.
Now you're gonna do another abrupt exit?
I'm getting better at it with practice.
No, we haven't spoken since your abrupt departure last night caused us to forfeit to Stewart and his dastardly ringer, Will Wheaton.
Most financial matters.
Yeah, forgive me for being abrupt, but I spoke with opposing counsel, and bottom line is I'd be happy to represent.
multiply, multiply,
Multiply.
multiply,
Multiply.
We do need to multiply. We do need to multiply. We do need to multiply.
Cybugs are like a virus. They don't know they're in a game. All they know is eat, kill, multiply, multiply, multiply.
Someone's feeding them sugar water, so they multiply even faster. So they multiply even faster. So they multiply even faster.
That's a damn cat. They multiply hourly down here.
Well, of course, but you also have to avoid the value traps. I think you'll see that I've targeted a few industries where I really see the dividends multiplying.
The multiplying villainies of nature do swarm upon him.
Scientific missions are multiplying on this ocean that we are just beginning to discover.
You see, the number of your enemies is about to multiply.
The distance between them, I was able to come up with the y coordinate. And then by multiplying it by its k integer, I was able
connected
to...
the dots.
Weren't they supposed to be here by now? On the flip side, your enemies multiply.
Permanent.
permanent,
Permanent.
permanent,
Permanent.
If it's not a permanent solution, permanent solution, permanent solution. With their blood, we'll need fewer treatments, we'll live longer, and we'll feel better.
Jed, you're saying that it's a permanent solution? Permanent solution? Permanent solution?
Maya can survive on the ground.
I have a much more permanent, more epic situation that is in the works.
She has a permanent frowny face, okay?
It's not her face, it's her energy.
Because I tell you, this situation doesn't look like a permanent situation to me, and I'm guessing not to you either.
Lack of strong authority figure in adolescence, low self-esteem resulting in a few permanent relationships.
I need a favor. Can you get me a student's permanent file?
Yeah, I'd really hate to get any more compliments, Mom. It could really do a lot of permanent damage.
Stay in Marie's basement. You know, until you find something more permanent.
Stop it! What did you do?
He drew a picture.
He drew a picture with a permanent marker on the classroom whiteboard. Tell him what you drew.
It will bring about permanent darkness.
Stay on the path.
To accept my fall by taking a permanent inferior place.
You keep telling me it's permanent, but from where I'm sitting, it's looking less permanent by the minute.
Committee. Committee.
Committee.
Committee.
Committee.
Party's Election Steering Committee. Committee.
Oh.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
We act as like a steering committee for everyone.
Species stash.
And don't forget to remind me to call a meeting of the Endowment Committee.
Thank you, Nancy Botwin, head of our Healthy Children's Committee.
That guy.
Head of the Democratic National Committee.
That's going to be tricky. His schedule's jam-packed. Committee meetings, interviews galore. He's at the vice president's beck and call.
And you should know, while no transplant committee will say this openly, they'll never grant an organ to someone working in your profession.
You want to convene a search committee and start looking for a new chief of surgery?
No, Dave.
I guess I shouldn't have challenged her.
Oh, dear.
Because now no one on the play committee even wants to talk to me.
What sort of message does it send to the investment community, to the city, if we hand Quinn Consolidated right back to your mother?
The CIA has made my committee aware of some very high-level espionage activities. Kidnappings, assassinations.
Control. Otherwise, I don't know why I persuaded the Armed Services Committee to give your unit such extraordinary funding.
Reputation. Reputation. Reputation.
Reputation.
Reputation.
I lost my reputation. I lost my reputation. I lost my reputation. I lost my freedom. And then you broke your arm, and it healed in 3 hours.
You have failed this city.
You built quite the reputation.
And you should have stayed overseas.
I thought about it, but then I remembered. I've got a reputation too.
Everybody have fun.
I'm ahead of him. My reputation. My reputation. My reputation.
So you know that.
He's got a pretty bad reputation.
There is one word for you, kitty soft paws. Me wow.
I know you have quite a reputation with the ladies. Mr. Frisky 2 times.
But, I mean, you know, to trash my entire reputation.
Oh, she didn't trash you. Honest.
Yesterday, you nearly destroyed my company's reputation. Today, you're worried about prep work?
Detective Beckett. Your reputation precedes you. Youngest woman in the NYPD to make detective.
Why would he risk his reputation, his safety, to do illegal testing in some flop house? I mean, he was ready to give away his research, so it wasn't the money.
Hostess.
You're just gonna crucify him in the media again?
Crucifixion has such a bad reputation.
Office and home.
Screw you. I've got a reputation in the security business. It's one thing if my employer gets iced. It's another if it happens in his bedroom.
I lost my reputation, my fiance, and through all of that.
She may be dead, but I still protect her reputation. Fine.
I couldn't help but overhear the other maids whispering about your large reputation.
The haystack.
Finding the haystack is up to you. I know your reputation. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Fearful. Fearful. Fearful.
Fearful.
Fearful.
Answer.
Brent Magna is both reckless and fearful. 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 He is, in short, a dangerous driver and should pursue another profession.
The father became fearful, fearful, fearful of his son.
I am just so fearful, fearful, fearful that this is not a man.
The Jew wasn't fearful. He was searching for something.
This horse, it knows to get away, because she's pretty fearful.
Invader force bent on turning you to the darkest way. You've been implanted with a push-pull mechanism that keeps you fearful of authority and destructive.
I have withheld my tender affections, fearful that they were unrequited.
Yes, the first report is seconded, and more fearful is delivered.
Fulfill.
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 Fulfill. Fulfill.
Point. My top warrior at the Garnet Palace is no longer able to fulfill his duties. Fulfill his duties. Fulfill his duties.
But now Merle took Michonne to fulfill the deal, and Daryl went to stop him, and I don't know if it's too late.
What if I can't do what she did? What if I fail to fulfill the prophecy? Fulfill the prophecy. Fulfill the prophecy. And what if you fail to try, Peter?
Sacred, which is given to us so that we may choose the one person with whom to fulfill our humanness.
Your prophecy is dead. Like the king who spoke it and the wizard who tried to fulfill it, all dead.
And now it's time for me to fulfill my side of the bargain!
Under the weapon, you can still come out of this with your career intact. You can still fulfill your ambitions.
Will you fulfill your end of this bargain?
No choice at all. He must fulfill his destiny. Because I knew you had the strength to fulfill my legacy. Well?
Grant, S.H.I.E.L.D. makes me nervous. Didn't you already fulfill your promise to Coulson?
On the contrary, I believe warning you fulfills my debt.
It's not even close. This is my wife's life we're talking about.
I let her go so that she could break the curse and fulfill her destiny.
Inspire.
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 Inspire them. You inspire them. You inspire them.
Do you really have to look at these while you work?
Well, they inspire me. Inspire me. Inspire me.
It will inspire us to fight harder, to make this world free.
And also, Win is very nice. He's a good kid, but maybe you could inspire him to focus a little bit more on his schoolwork.
The fact that I could inspire murderous passion. Okay, fine.
Not inspire me with confidence.
You married a DEA agent.
Oh, I'm honored. Well, you inspire me. Truly. I might write a poem.
Troop drawdown will only inspire the enemy. Afghan security forces are nowhere near ready to step into the breach.
Gotta rewrite the crime scene right now. Boring.
Maybe this will inspire you, Castle. Pretty damn freaky.
Does he feel that a monkey will inspire me to buy a car? Oh, it's just marketing, okay?
Keep your face in that book. It will inspire confidence.
Well, maybe there's a way to keep him on the tour and inspire his support.
Mud.
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 Have you seen their yard? There's not even any grass. It's all mud, and chicken turds.
She wants to drag your reputation through the mud. The mud. The mud.
Did you miss me?
Uh-huh. Whoa. What is that? Is that mud?
Tell me how they found him so fast. Somebody walking a fucking dog in 3 feet of mud.
All right, I even made a joke the other day that his mom and I should try to settle it in one big mud wrestling contest.
Mud wrestling?
Well, it's a half somersault. Amber, look at me! I'm a mud monster!
That's avocado mud mask. It's for combination skin.
You had in prison. You're in the mud just like the rest of us.
I'm not the one who's...
Grandmother's hand stood in the mud when the coffin went down.
Listen to Shifu. He's always been a stick in the mud. You are the dragon warrior, my friend.
No, it was broken.
Been pouring mud for the last 2 weeks. Had to decalcify the basket myself.
And if Stannis does attack the mud gate, what is our plan?
Actually.
Actually.
Actually. Actually.
Actually.
Didn't you pay in advance?
Okay, let's go.
Excuse me?
I need Alicia. Let's go.
Actually, we're not finished.
Excuse me? Are you looking for me? Actually, we're...
Have to hire a new litigator. Howard, isn't that a good idea?
Litigator, yeah. Got a few names if you want.
Actually, Alicia had a suggestion. Carrie Agos.
Alicia? Who's Alicia?
Hanging in there. Kids there? Can I talk to them?
Actually, Zach is in the shower, and Grace just sat down to breakfast.
Isn't she great?
Oh, yes.
So should I make it happen?
Well, actually, let's meet a few more people. I'll make some calls.
So, what do you think? Guilty, right? She did it.
Actually, I think we should wait for everybody.
There's a good chance that the state's attorney won't prosecute Peter.
Because of Costco suicide?
Actually, yes.
Okay, so take her name and number, and I'll phone her tomorrow.
Actually, I really think you want to come talk to her now.
Blake's here, just arrived.
Good. Have him help Calindo.
Yeah, actually, I don't know how much those two help each other.
You were in the midst of discussing damages.
Actually, I think he was in the midst of discussing the emotional toll.
Yes.
And he's 1 month away from becoming state's attorney. That's $220,000 a year. You'd actually be better off waiting till next year to divorce.
Where are we? A hiccup. Actually, more than a hiccup.
You said he was clean, Eli. May I see your badges, gentlemen? Actually, could you hold them higher?
Regarding.
Regarding. Regarding.
Regarding. Regarding.
Regarding my analysis.
It's a security matter.
The arrangement Officer Billick had with any inmate regarding prison industries. Regarding prison industries. Regarding prison industries.
Regarding.
Darryl Bell's suicide.
She needs to be completely insulated from anything regarding Lincoln Burrows.
Please, this is very important. Just tell him I have some information regarding the sons of Aldo Burrows.
Times newspaper. As I said, this is regarding the research that we're doing on the Bank of Michigan robbery.
And what path is that?
The path where you say things regarding my daughter that I don't like.
Did he write any letters, messages to military or political leaders regarding the war?
You know you're required by your father to attend these meetings.
I just had a breakthrough regarding the investigation. You want me to sit in a room and tell stories like a child?
You must by now be aware of my opinions regarding food. I told him of my concerns regarding his problems while you and I were in London. He chose to ignore me.
SCPD are urging anyone with information regarding their whereabouts.
How do you get them?
Professional.
Professional. Professional. Professional. Professional.
There's your change.
And if you'll hand this to your car wash professional, and have an A1 day.
We're just asking for professional courtesy. Professional courtesy. Professional courtesy.
But you're asking for a federal courtesy in a state penitentiary.
But
My professional opinion as an expert risk taker is that you and I are a risk worth taking.
I'm really sorry for the girl. It was just business. You know, I'm a professional.
That's what everybody keeps saying. I'm just a professional. Everybody keeps saying that to me. I'm just a professional. I'm just a professional. I'm getting sick and tired of hearing that. You understand?
I can trust.
Look, I'm a professional safe and vault technician. I'm not a thief.
Hey, it's not about the gold, Stella.
Don't peep my conversation. I told just about my haters. Them haters love my bitches. So now I'm getting funky, stacking money on these hoes.
When it come to cash, I'm a professional. When it come to ass, I'm a professional. When it's getting hot, I'm a professional. Murder, alien, slang, extraterrestrial. Bang, bang.
Hey, yo.
Because when I ask a professional florist to show me peonies and I am shown hydrangeas, that makes you look like an asshole.
Remember when I told you I don't gamble? It's not exactly true. I used to be a professional gambler.
I find you extraordinarily professional, and I appreciate the way you do business. I'm just...
Professional help.
If you'll permit a professional observation.
2 things I won't be doing in this life: playing professional baseball and thanking that lunatic.
Murray Andrews here. I didn't mean to make it more awkward.
It's fine. We're all professionals.
Yeah, but we're also friends.
Survive.
Survive. Survive. Survive. Survive.
Snakes must inspire fear. That's how we survive. We survive. We survive. Go ahead, try and frighten me.
That's the moment you attack.
Very well. Wait. How will you survive that? Survive that? Survive that?
I won't.
You can't hold them much longer! We'll never survive. 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 How about one last kiss?
Of course, my darling.
Another army, one which will lay waste to your entire country.
Yeah, how can you and the clams survive out of the water?
No, Castle, I did not survive a bullet to the heart to die as tiger kibble.
Celebrate what? You survived the first day on the job with me.
See, Eric Vaughn, he survived. But one of the other people he was with wasn't so lucky.
Well, thank you very much. But I'm sure the house could survive a booty call or two.
When I was a B1 struggling to survive in the tunnels.
A B1 who became a soldier to protect the people.
If we ever survive whatever hell you've unleashed, I will make damn sure we never suffer any more of your mistakes.
There's no one left to fight for except yourself. Survive.
Don't worry. The wound you'll survive. The life sentence in Halava, that's a different story.
The CDC said he needed it to survive.
And we have every intention of getting it to him.
Accidentally. Accidentally. Accidentally.
Accidentally.
Accidentally.
I accidentally built a fire while I was sleepwalking. I have no memory of this, but my foster parents think I am lying.
Which had grown dirty from the fearsome assault of time and dust, and dried rice bits dropped on it. Accidentally, might have,
Yes.
sorta.
Yes.
Accidentally. Used the fluttering finger mind slip a few dozen times on the Furious Five, and now they don't remember me or anything! Dad, you have to help me. I accidentally paralyzed Mantis, and it's gonna become permanent in an hour, and now I can't find him.
So, I'm sorry, after you realized the paperwork system for the work orders was so screwed up that you had accidentally approved 2 fire trucks that didn't actually have working water pumps.
Brody, it seems certain people think you needed to mellow out a little bit, so you might have accidentally been fed some cannabis.
C4, it's a very stable explosive. It wouldn't go off accidentally, and these guys were not. Dime store bandits, they were trained. They were military precision. They wouldn't set off an explosion prematurely.
I don't know. This wasn't supposed to happen. Are you guys saying that you accidentally stole $10 million from Charlie and Sam?
Accidentally hitting him as she drove away.
Tommy. I'm not letting her do anything, okay? I only just found out about it because she accidentally slipped up on one of her many lies.
You know we have patrols on the Storybrooke line to make sure no one crosses accidentally.
Let's think about this. The keys are accidentally left out. The door is accidentally left open.
It's their only shot.
It's their only shot. They don't have an excuse to kill us unless we give it to them.
Cattle. 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 Kettle.
Cattle.
Happily ever after.
No. He lost it to the influenza in cattle wars. Cattle wars. Cattle wars.
Get us our tickets to Hong Kong. Unfortunately, we're going to be traveling like third world cattle. Third world cattle. Third world cattle.
You mean coach? The other gangs they'll be going up against are just a dumb bunch of cattle. I'm cattle. I'm cattle. I'm cattle. I don't know about that.
I had an opportunity to go get this cowboying job at a place called Madison River Cattle Company.
Wait a second. If you're trying to say that Eugene was planning to poison the cattle for the insurance...
Actually, we're saying that you both planned to poison the cattle.
Our jurisdiction, but county's requesting assistance.
What is it?
Cattle mutilations, possible homicide, and here's the fun part.
Detail all the activities that we have to offer here. From cattle driving to nature walking, we got it all.
500,000 bushels each of barley, oats, and rye. 20,000 head of cattle, 50,000 sheep.
When the Transcontinental Railroad laid their tracks through this thriving cattle town, that we became officially incorporated. That same year, the worst flood this area has ever seen hit. But from that disaster rose Central City's greatest hero, cattle rancher Bobby Bovine McFeely.
So I ran the name Luke Bekele. The guy's been busted twice for cattle rustling.
Got a last known address?
Corruption.
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 It's about bribery and corruption. Corruption. Corruption.
Bob, we are talking abuse of powers and corruption and corruption and corruption.
I know who you are. I know what you are.
You have a gift for corruption, 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 and a penchant for betrayal.
Do you have any comments on a frontrunner for the interim slot?
I've been dealing with police corruption at the moment.
You're playing World of Warcraft, aren't you?
We're investigating corruption in the Swiss bank.
As you know, we've been investigating industry-wide corruption in your business that seems to have been going on for years.
Say what you think.
What if it's truly the injustice of corruption which upsets you?
Sir, the U.S. attorney is not going to bring me up on charges once we arrest Detective Markham for corruption, trafficking, and murder.
The world's corruption runs deeper than even you know.
Well, we've been busy with all the graft and corruption and the like.
Stream.
Stream. Strain. Stream.
Stream.
Stream. Let's put them down. Maybe get some water in them.
Lee.
I don't know, one of your lawyers.
He doesn't like you in my office. He wants to poison the stream. Stream. Stream.
30 seconds! I still don't have a clear shot.
We're burning up!
Bean, on my count, accelerate your fighters from the nodes of the formation in a continuous stream. Stream.
Yes, sir!
Okay, I got you a beer and the songbook. And what is that on page 9? Is that Islands in the Stream?
Oh, that is what we are, babe.
Oh, yeah.
As it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder, halfway through the wood.
How come nobody saw?
Someone hacked the video stream.
Once you hit the stream, you want to head northwest, pretty much in a straight line for about a day and a half.
Well, this is the edge of the reserve. As I recall, there's a stream in there near a waterfall.
You just need to map it out. Come on, I'll help you. So, you stopped at this stream and you turned it north 3 times?
To hit back at Elias? To build another revenue stream.
Negotiation.
Negotiation.
Negotiation. Negotiation. Negotiation.
Our agreement.
You're breaking our deal.
You make it sound like a contract negotiation. Contract negotiation. Contract negotiation.
Go, before I shoot you myself. This ain't a negotiation. 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 You got the rest of your life to be a hero.
Mother, I reckon she's here. On the island.
It's not negotiation. Negotiation. Negotiation, kid. Without me, you're stuck in the...
Is that open to negotiation?
Everything is open to negotiation.
Goddamn cow! There will be no negotiation, Roger. When I arrive in the morning, the paddy will be gone.
We could moot a provisional sum as a basis for ongoing negotiation.
Okie dokie. The negotiation is your responsibility, so we can't stop you if this is what you want to do.
Okay, well, how about this? Bailey slept with Holly Franklin and Ron Hill's wife, Lisa, to steal KPW's secrets for your negotiation. Did you know about that?
What negotiation?
He offers her money, she wants more.
Now that's a negotiation.
By loving siblings.
This is not up for negotiation.
And a good negotiation is when both sides feel like they got screwed.
Angel.
Creativity. Creativity. Creativity.
Creativity. Creativity.
Reason, supported with historical data. It shows creativity, critical thinking. If Neil deGrasse Tyson was writing about Ice Cube, this is what it would look like.
Children are on a film set or on an expedition. He sets his bar so high with safety, with creativity, with everything he does.
It's our own experience that is the starting point for all our creativity.
Be a makeup artist, written in eyeliner.
I applaud her creativity.
Yeah, you would.
Standing desk.
A standing desk.
Yes, it's good for your posture, it spurs creativity, and generates confidence. As I'm sure you know, General Patton once said, no good decision was ever made in a swivel chair.
I've ever worked with. One thing, though, he does suffer from what I like to call creativity.
Really? So he's a think outside of the box kind of guy?
I have reserves of creativity I haven't even begun to tap.
Watson, I spent the best part of 10 years transforming it into a virtual womb of creativity. In layman's terms, it's the right tool for the right job. Creativity, on the other hand, Agent Bowden has shown remarkable creativity.
Like the Greek letter. But personally, I feel the whole spelling thing just stifles creativity.
Then why they need to see them?
Artistic merit. These markings are divine creativity.
I'll give you points for creativity, but you gotta get the book back.
Resident.
Resident. Resident.
Resident.
Resident.
Poe. Some residents actually claim they've seen the Jiangxi.
A cell phone pioneer and a permanent resident on Forbes' list. Hausman's lived enough for 3 ordinary men.
Rousseau was looking into some of the residents to see if any of them pose a threat.
Of course. Let's find some privacy. We were both residents here. It was a really competitive environment.
He was a petty thief. We arrested him in Baltimore. 7 other residents in Karen Lynn's building reported missing items right around the time that Levi died.
All of his notes are well organized. I think he knew exactly how valuable they are.
Why are you even here, Dr. Edison?
He's the resident anthropologist in charge of ancient...
Chin.
Lab got a hit on the blood sample the gunman Reggie shot. Turns out it's a local resident by the name of Aiden Bukai.
What? The place I'm sending you among its residents is your Prince Eric.
I'd marry you tomorrow, Allie, if I knew we wanted the same things.
I'm a resident, Matt. I cannot start a family right now. Kendra, how do you know Rafferty?
She was a resident here until last year.
Coach.
Coach.
Coach. Coach.
Coach.
Is flying us home tomorrow on a commercial flight. Coach. 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 What? I don't do coach. Damn it, Manny.
Come on, coachy. You gotta take that kid out.
Some things that I am better at than you are. Bam, it's out there.
Oh, for God's sake.
Coach!
Okay.
Wait for me. Hey, Coach.
Yeah.
Look, we appreciate your passion, but some of us are worried that the yelling is getting counterproductive.
I got this. Come on, stupid! No. First class boards early, and I like to make eye contact with the people and coach as they walk by. Unfortunately, we're going to be traveling like third world cattle.
You mean coach?
Oh, God, no. Commercial, first class.
I got a refund on one ticket and traded in the other to buy 2 coach tickets and to pay for a cheap hotel. I'm so stoked. I've never been in coach. And also so we'd have money to spend.
Well, you were always good with a shotgun. Hey, put me in, Coach.
There's a coach house. Stay here. I'll come back.
Don't leave me here.
Sir, you need to return to coach.
I heard it from the weight room.
Who's Mr. Hawthorne?
He's the volleyball coach.
He's challenging the masculinity to enhance aggression.
It's coach talk. It's the way coaches talk. Excuse me. Coach? FBI Special Agent Seeley Booth. This here is my partner.
Farewell.
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 Farewell, the tranquil mind. Farewell, content. Farewell, the plumed troops and the big wars that make ambition virtue. Oh,
Bad side, I'd rather not be on. What about my bad side? Farewell, Mr. Quill. Farewell, Mr. Quill. Farewell, Mr. Quill. Hey, we had a deal, bro.
Oh, Alexis, my darling, farewell, farewell, farewell. God knows when we shall meet again.
Swallow something the size of a breadcrumb and farewell to depression, anxiety, insomnia.
Hey, man. What's up? So you having a party? Yeah, we're having a farewell for Lewis thing. I think he's serious this time.
I have something for you, Chancellor. A farewell gift. For all the things you've done, for the things you might have done.
Is it the king?
thou wretched, rash, intruding fool, farewell!
Northern, die too soon!
How about a farewell fuck?
That's crass.
And now finally we can give Tom the farewell he deserves.
And I left without a farewell. And to spare them pain.
Farewell.
Farewell afternoon.
Farewell, Dr. Reinhardt.
Private.
Private. Private.
Private.
Private.
So,
I want to speak to you in private, in private, in private.
Ian.
Now.
Or a private bathroom, for that matter.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's not like that down here, okay? We don't have private offices or private bathrooms or private bathrooms or private bathrooms or...
Can you forward me that video, please?
Yeah, me too. I really love that song.
No, you guys, that's private. Private. Private.
Guys.
What's QTZ?
It's a private bank in Trafalgar Square. It's a private bank, innit? Private security.
Nature to be competitive.
Yeah, but you don't have to be. You know what's sexier than a guy with a private office?
A guy with the private office that knows all the parts of Wicked?
Really. Panda, this is private. Your novice eyes are not ready to see it. It's too dangerous. Welcome to the...
We must talk now, in private.
Dad, I saw the chillin'. What? It told me how it stays hidden because it's really private.
Ex-military? Yes, sir. 105th Airborne out of Kandahar, retired. Been in the private sector a little more than 4 years now.
Private office? For the private one-on-one meetings, I would imagine.
Really, never?
He tends to keep his private life private.
I'm here for Belle. We need to talk in private.
I wanted to keep the situation private.
Well, next time, you go through me.